waiting for various platforms to come on. Moment, guys. Are we all on? We're all on. Alrighty. Finally. Oh, what else? With you. All right. And hey, everybody, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Now, today we're working on our Staghound. Now, there's a few bits I need to do on the suspension. But in the words of the late great Willie Shakespeare, I frankly couldn't be fucked. There's a bit of fiddliness there, and there's other stuff we can work on, and that would be all very good in my eyes. So, this we now do. Now, do anything? What those sleeves? Light. Move the camera. These stacks of other bits of what the hell as well. There we go. Move the light up. Hopefully they won't give you too bright a flash. And here we are. There were we, but I missed a spot there when I was painting. Be that as it may, kids. Now, let us look at our assembly instructions. Now, I'm actually still got a couple of. Some of these things didn't make quite that much sense to me. There's a bit I'm looking for, but it's an overstatement. It's a wee bit harsh, but it didn't make much sense last time I looked. There are a couple of bits I could whack on very. They've done that, and that's why I'm confused. They have fundamentally the same thing there, but somehow that. Hang on. Oh, you dumb fucks. Maybe I'm a dumb fuck. Oh. Yep. Okay. Quick change of plans, perhaps, kids. Which is fine. Give me a moment. Sneaking. Do not locate set button. Going to turn to our original plan. Robin. There's something I'm very rare to do. Got lots of little bits in here, as you can gather. That's the bit I'm looking for. Is that I'm looking for? Oh, there's means that none of those. Hang on. Hello. What have we got here? There it is. That's the part I'm looking T34. T34 and part of because I'm put into this Staghound, that is. Bit wheel. Bit. What's that? Tell you kids, it's been quite worthwhile just coming through here to find this shit. Alright. Wait. There we go. Now. So. Two goes into that big one there. Down. Two. Got it. Finally. Got it. Tweezers. Yeah. Now. That. To the, yep. See now. The part 32 does not go then. Ah. Nah. They're doing it to me again. No worries. Why? I'm going to go back to my original plan. This is pissing me. I'm going to need to do more research on it. I do not want to do more research while I'm on camera. It shouldn't. The instructions just aren't that clear. My frustration and what I'm going to require to do more research on revolves around they've got D32 going into there, as indeed they do on this one. But then they bring in D17 there. D7. What are you doing to my head, guys? Let's get back to our original plan, which is to get on this stuff. I was looking mostly where I wanted to be anyway. 7, 8. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So, here's our stuff. Got 2 doors there. D6. Alright. Which are... If I mark this slot, they'll be in the other box of stuff. And I can pretty much see them from here. So. Well... 5. Okay. Oh, one. Beans. Boom. Easy. Let's say that will be the same color as the rest of the exterior of the vehicle. There'd be no need for that clear, don't we? Basically, yeah, that is indeed the case. That's fine. I'm wondering. So, where the engine? You guys see the engine bay. There's the exhaust manifold. Wonder. Wow, wonder. Bing. I've just had a plan, I have. Maybe in. I'll need to do some research to find out if the engine is in this rear area, which you think it would be because it's got to be an engine somewhere. In the logical spot. Alright. Now, they're both D4, D5. And in both instances, there, there. Alright. Squizzlies that. Alright. Alright. Now then, let's get these. We're looking for D4 and D5. Let's get now, we're looking for D4. Make them. Now, D. What I'm going to do, guys, one day, next time I'm going to do, guys, you'll be right. Right. Boom. There they are. Boom. 5. Boom. 5. Yes. Sprue cutter time. Moment. Sprue cutter time. Ooh, I can hear it is piercing down. I can hear it is piercing down. All right. All right. Now, Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Mm, mm. All right. All right. Jeez. Keep doing that. On how to pick up a piece to just scooch away. To pick up a piece to just scooch away. Pick up. Anyway, let's get. Anyway, ah, there it is. Found it. Ah, there it is. Found it. Put it, but we'll leave that discussion. Put it, but we'll leave that discussion. Put it, but we'll leave that discussion. One. Daisy. One. Daisy. Shit. And some patience. And some patience. Right. We're going to get a little heavy-handed with this then. Right. We're going to get a little heavy-handed with this then. Right. We're going to get a little heavy-handed with this then. Dude. Dude. There we go. One. There we go. My last piece was a bit of a curse. There she blows. Last piece was a bit of a curse. Yeah. He blows. There she blows. Yeah. He blows. He blows. Now, next piece we're looking for. There's one. Next piece we're looking for. There's one. Next piece we're looking for. There's one. There are some glue marks on this, but I'm not so worried because I've got a... There are some glue marks on this, but I'm not so worried because I've got a... There are some glue marks on this, but I'm not so worried because I've got a... Toothpick time, just drag that all over just a little bit. Toothpick time, just drag that all over just a little bit. Let's do done. Now, let's do done. Ah, yeah. Now, oops, that's a bit of... Ah, yeah. Oops, that's a bit of... All right, got that. Oh no, I don't need that part just yet. Fine. All right, got that. Is that part? Oh no, I don't need that part just yet. Fine. Boom. Got that. Is that part? Oh no, I don't need that part just yet. Fine. Boom. Is that part? That we need that. Okay. This that we need that. Okay. This that we need that. Okay. Looks here. So yeah, that would go in. And these parts go. So yeah, that would go in. And these parts go. So yeah, that would go in. Pardon me. So, pardon me. Oh, hello. You did indeed. And Alien, how you doing? The Lancaster is coming along quite well, thanks, hello, mate. You did indeed. And Alien, how you doing? The oh, Lancaster hang on a minute, guys. I've got my duplicate gives a tick. Here we go. Ah, yes, I am indeed on Twitch, my man. And indeed Facebook and all my usual platform action. Yes, the Lancaster, it's coming along well, thanks, mate. This is my Staghound. I'll show you some of the stuff I've done on the lake because I'm actually pretty chipper with it. I really, really am quite pleased with how some of it's come up. So hey, yeah, I'm really not going to show, aren't I? Now. Okay, give me a moment. That's it, resumed out. Now I've got all my bits in different boxes. It's quite out of control at the moment. Actually, I should show you just for humour value. Let me roll back a bit in my chair. I've got oh, my camera's fucking slowing me down. What the fuck? Because I've got boxes up there with bits in. Yeah. Why is my camera doing that? Probably because I'm moving it. And there, all of these have bits in them. However, on a more oh Jesus. Hopefully it'll settle down, the camera, that is, guys. Sorry about that. What the fuck? Anyway, getting back to the relevant bits and bobs, things I'm happy with include, now I think they're Here's our cockpit bits. Yeah, I'm happy with them. Here's our little chair for the pilot. Got a little touch up to do on the front there. Very happy with the dash. I'll zoom you in on that in a minute. What's another good bit to show? That's kind of cool, and that's just over there. Cool. Okay, there's a couple of good bits to show as a starting point. Yeah. Now, give me a moment. I'll zoom in. Okay, yeah, very obviously, as I said, here's the chair. You can see there's the little bit that's going to need to touch up, but I like the way the chair's looking. I'll grind that up a little bit before I put it in. Here's our dash, and I'm pretty happy with how that's come up. Not all of that's decal, obviously. Some of that's like those little levers and stuff I did. I'm happy with how that's looking. Navigator's desk. Going pretty chipper with all of that. There you. I was unaware. Oh well, thank you for the lurk. Lurking's always good. Now, other good bits. Now, what have we got in this one? These are some of the wheel bay. Now, on the destructions, gave a different colour for this, but I wanted to go for. Hang on, I'll zoom you out a bit for this. Other way. But I use that colour because what I want to do, I'll show you. I think Minpins has seen me illustrate this, but I think I don't mind. Oh, hey, whilst I think, here's our cockpit interior. I'm really happy with. Let's get, there we go. And yeah, the map's a very cool little decal they gave. There's only one other got this as well on the interior. They gave that decal as well, which I think looks really swish. But yeah, I'm pretty chipper. Now, yeah, these are the, I'll zoom you out for this, it'll be easier. This is the top of the wings. These go against that. My idea is that will help them because they go in like that sort of an angle. They will sort of show up a bit more. If people choose to look into the wheel bay, they can go, ooh, look at the sweet detail. Here's a bit I'm also pretty happy with. These are the wheel supports. What's the correct term? I don't know. But yeah, pretty happy with how they came up. Let's see what else have I got that I can show that I'm chipping. Oh, this is a small thing, but it'll hopefully come together very nicely. These go on the back of the. And I've made them look a bit more worn and ragged. They actually go onto the. I'm not quite sure what part they are of the engine, but they are obviously an engine part. But in that same vein, here's the guns. Liking how they've came up too. Actually airbrushed them. Now, the other part I was looking to. There we go. Was these. These are the radiator fronts. What I've done, hang on, I've got a bit of stretch sprue picking around me and kind of pissing me off. Hang on a moment. You get back in there, by golly. Yeah, these are very obviously the front of the engines. what I've done, I've gone chassis black on the front, arc black on the interior area there, gunmetal grey with a bit of a weathering thing on them, so that, yeah, you can sort of see it a bit with a bit more clarity there. There's our arc black as opposed to the chassis black, which is a bit shinier. There's the slightly weathered, I believe that's the radiator. Yeah. Oh, nice. That's very cool. Good on you. That's very cool, man. Look, you know, I haven't entered actually, I did enter an online competition, but in retrospect, and I didn't place or anything. I'm not entirely surprised. Again, in retrospect. But look, you know, good on you. I've got to join the local, this place I live in is very small. There's like a modelling club. I think there's some miniatures clubs. I could probably join them, but yeah, they do displays. I should get into them so I can sort of like be seen around a bit on the local modelling front. Well, I think a number of the model shop owners actually know. Now, something while I'm a bit distracted from this, something I want to check out is I have a very strong suspicion this area here is actually the engine bay, or it might be this end, which is this end because that's where this would be where the doors go. I'm thinking that would be the engine. What would it be? No, this would be the engine bay. Sorry, guys, I'll get it right in a minute. If that's the engine bay, that's where these doors go. You'd need access to that, wouldn't you? The same as what I'm thinking. So I want to leave the doors open. There'll be nothing there. However, I have a cunning plan, as I often do. Yeah. Post a link, man. Go ahead. Do feel free, my man. Do feel free. Now, anyway, what I was thinking of doing here, and whilst it's not going to be the correct engine, but again, pedantry, now I've got to see if it'll fit. I actually have an engine from a T34 that is 1:48 and may yet do the job for us. If it does, winner, winner, chicken fucking dinner. That's my take on it. Now, there's an easy way to find this out now, isn't there? So, to the end, good people. I'd actually be kind of stoked if it did fit in nicely, for various reasons. I asked a guy to see about 3D printing. There's a couple of parts in this kit I was missing when it was given to me. So don't do crashed things. So, ha ha. We may have luck, kids. Ooh, giggity. Little touch-up required, but maybe, just maybe, it's close. Curse. Bugger. The length is the length. That's. But there's something to give some thought to anyway. So. Is actually the gearbox from the T34, but. Oh. Bit of modification, that could work real well. But oh, guys, look. All I got to do would be that. Hang on, you can't see from that angle. There you go. You know, I kind of like that idea, so long as it doesn't get in the way of the other parts of the assembly. I reckon that's a bit of a win. Because look, that would look heaps good actually. But I mean, I'd need to do some modifications, as I said. But I'd mostly be doing, I'd need to glue it in. But off you come. There's that, but I can fix that. Something. Oh, that would look heaps good because then you'd look in. As long as I've got something there to cover it, I know what I'd use even. Oh, that would be cool. That would be very cool. Because then it would be, in actuality, this is a T34 gearbox. Not many people are going to know that. Let's have a look at now. That will work, man. Look at that. It'll be. That's a different kit. It's the wrong part in many ways, but I wonder. I'm gonna need to get a floor plan from a second. See, just actually that would. Yeah, I'm keen on that. Wonder how big the actual Staghound engine is. It'd have to be really sizable, you'd think. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, that's what I've. Hang on. Even zoom in for this as I am on cam. I'm going to look. This is actually a T34 gearbox that I have here. And I'm thinking that if that's the bit where these doors that I've just gone there go, let's say it is, dropping that into there, could do a few little modifications to make it look a wee bit swish, because when the doors are open, there's a mechanical thing to look at. And like I said, I'm going to need to check that that's where the engine would be. I would say it is. I know yeah, it makes sense. So, I might look at that. Where that big hole is, I'll probably put something like a air filter. That'll make that look kind of cool. Yes. Yeah, Alien. Feel free to post those pics, buddy. Yeah. Getting back to our full stack out, eh? All I've got to think about is got to get some yeah, this. Yes. Yes, there's not. Oops. There it goes. That makes. Let's see if we can get a bit more of a fix from the destruction, shall we? Trying to get that in the correct posi. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, okay, I can see that. Jolly good. Then we get that in. These go on. It's here. One is a question all of its own. Apparently, yes, we do. Also going to make two holes here, apparently. Got 4 holes. So there you go. Guys, at least guide. Not helping. So what's that got to line up with? Given so that you put holes into here. No worries. They've given a blank piece of sprue for that. Adjectives to such people because it's not very specific. I like very specific. Let's have a look. What is supposed to go? That will help us find it. Suggest. If I can't find anything, rest assured it ain't gonna be okay. I would say these little bits here to go in. Also interesting, just not that bothered as to where it is. Okay, whatever. I'm thinking a drill would be the appropriate methodology. May as well get that done on this first before we start gluing stuff in. So, to that end, how big do we want? Probably the middle of these ones. Though maybe I'll go one of the small ones if I need. They're bigger, I can. We'll go with that one. The really tiny one there's a wee bit too small. Damn. Alright. Now then. We border on comical. It wasn't so frustrating. Okay. I'll work this out one day, I swear. These rules are very useful, but absolutely shithouse at putting them on. Okay, so. Really, people? Lumber. Now, this one, to this, go right. Make sure we got the right angle, or the correct angle is more to the point. Slightly better angle what I'm doing there. All right. go. Oh, my camera's doing a sticky thing. Really? That's that one. The other one is almost exactly the same spot. To about. And right on. Hang on. There we go. Almost. Got that noise. I'll just. Right. 3 goes right on the edge. Whoops. Hang on a moment there, Alien. I've just seen your links. No, didn't come up there. Oh no. Hang on. Fuck. I've lost. Have I lost? Give me a moment. No. Ah, oh no, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Ah. No, it's a thing of I thought I'd lost my multi-platform thing, but I haven't. It's all good. Let's try that one, see if it comes up. I'll have to have a look at them later, but they're on Discord, are they, buddy? They're not coming through. If they're on Discord, I'll be able to catch them. Because yeah, at the moment they're not coming through. For some reason, you'd think if I'm on the browser, it shouldn't be a big issue. Not cooperating. However, I will track you down on. To putty that up. That's why I really would have appreciated exact mark. What's your diorama of, Alien? Out of curiosity. At least I'll know that. One more of these, and then we'll get on with the good. Last one. Well, yeah. Also, if even heaven forfend, instead of putting these holes in them. I know manufacturers sometimes find it easier. Put holes in other parts. Come now. Get that hard, can it? Okay. That's all of those done. One instance requiring a bit of putting, but we'll leave that. Now, should put this away then. Um, ah, let's see how we go this time, shall we? Oh, that's cool, dude. That's nice. Ah, Instagram. Oh, no, I like your dwarf. That's cool. But yeah, that's nice. Very good, mate. Give it a like. Right. Yeah, good one. That's very good, dude. I want to do some diorama stuff. Don't really have this place or the place to display. What my idea is, however, is I'm going to get something suitable to put as a runway sort of a surface. That way, and I also sort of see if I can get the front of or the fronting of some hangar sort of stuff, so that when the models are viewed, they're viewed on a kind of oily, tarmacy sort of surface. That's not a diorama, but it's the same sort of concept. We're doing, yeah, yeah. Look, space is a thing. These are facts. Topic of facts. My brother went to school with this guy who was spreading the rumor that facts were little creatures that went around collecting crab parts for spirit levels. Over there. Is that right? You'd think that would fit snugly there, wouldn't you? Aha. Here's a diagram that should help us with this. They've got that front of that, which isn't there. They go right the way down the edges. Oh, sorry, it's headbutted the line. As you do. And here's a question. They have these little things that go up. Now, are they requiring those bits that go up, or is that pure fallacy? That way. All right. Probably zoom you out a bit. Oh, yeah. Want to be a cool kid. That's funny. The funny thing, when I was, I think we all get this experience at some point in life. When you're in school, I certainly wanted to be one of the cool kids. We all do. I'll end up becoming a school rebel, but we'll leave that discussion there. But anyway, the point is, as you get older, of course, you realise, yeah, those cool kids, some of them weren't that cool, and some of them are every bit as neurotic as we were. Oh, hey, there's another thing I was going to show you from the lake. I've got a few touch-ups on this, but this is the one end of the Bombay. Got to do a few tidy-ups on it. You can see I've got some of the other colours on the black. But what I'm going to do is make that little area there nice and square. Tidy up those little areas there. On the Y line here. Yeah. I've got to do around the edges. Anyway. Yeah, totally, man. And you know, here's a line of thought for you. Yeah, they pay out on geeks and nerds and all that sort of stuff. Who ends up running the bloody world? You can't tell me Bill Gates was one of the cool kids. Just going to check how all this fits together. Jeff Bezos would probably have just been given a hard time because he's got kind of a wonky, was it left or right eye? One of the reasons why I think Stewie Griffin from Family Guy is fantastic. The nature every other world leader gets sand kicked in their face. He's got plans for world domination. Nothing wrong with that. Ooh. You know, I might have just made a discovery, chaps. What I was thinking was maybe these tightly do they go on? Right the way to it. All right, first things first. Alrighty. Now, something this small do I? Question I have. Go glue on this, or go with the glue on this. I reckon. Well, yeah. Hang on. Yeah. Yeah. Look, you know, it's true as well. What you're saying there about it's a thing. Cool is just a well, bit of a myth. Some of the things that supposed to make kids cool when you're a teenager, do you think, really? Ooh, they've got these up this brand of threads. Nice for them. There. Hopefully that will stay. Position, does that look right? Trying to absolutely. Looks pretty sound. We'll let that dry for a bit. You got 10 figures to paint up. But yeah, totes. Actually, on the topic of figures, I got to get some. Oops, daisy. I've got to have these on the sheet. Almost drop them straight into my lap. Nobody needs something pointy like that going near their crotch, I tell you. Yeah, on the topic of figures, a friend of mine, indeed, the very friend who gave me this kit, gave me in a moment. And I need to get a particular colour of paint for the uniform, but here he is. Boom. Now I do have a head. But yeah, this is basically a. Nice, nice. Yeah, look, I know that on some dios you can get some immense amount of figures. Anyway, I've got this guy given to me. Now, what my plan with him, because he does come with, he also has his other arm, what's more, and a head, as I said. What my plan, ultimately, will be is I think it's, why don't I just get rid of this fucking big chunk? It's pissing me off to deal with this part. I mean, it's all my stuff anyway, at least as long as I hold that part, really, really. Now, as I was saying, what I'll probably do with him is, I'm not sure, as you can see, there's a bit ill-fitting there. Maybe I'll need to get him in through. I'll work it out once the turret's in position. But ultimately, I'm going to want him sort of there, with his radio on, doing his da-da-da thing. Now, looking at this, just randomly, enough detail on there. Because the markings that come with the kit are of the 2nd Manitoba Dragoons. Canadian unit, as you can gather. And what I will probably do, looking at that collar and the sleeve, see if I can get some degree of detail on unit insignia. Apply that colour. I also need to get, unsurprisingly, British khaki for their main uniform. So yeah, that's, and as to what I'll put him on would probably depend on, I'm wondering, I find myself wondering. Yeah, now I can't put him on that because pretty obviously he's not going to go high enough. I'll need him on that. Question will be, well, we want to know about that, but that's a pretty minor detail. Now, yeah, so I've got a figure to put through here, which is convenient as I want the, I guess you'd probably want to come up to about, it wouldn't be right the way up there. Oh, hello, hello. It'd probably be about there. Do it that way. Yeah. I'm going to have to wait a while before I attempt that little idea, but you get the idea as to what I'm going to do with him. I will put the head on him and the arm. We'll go and attach to those little bits. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that's something I've got to work on there, and I've got to get some British khaki. The oh, excuse me, uniform. Now then. So, okay, and we're good. Trim this off here. Pardon me, I'm making all sorts of noises, aren't I? Yawning, burping, dearie me. Yeah, yeah, it is, and that gives me a bit more options on the detailing of the figure. Those options exist. By God, I'm taking them. Let's have a look. Tweezers. Oops, almost knocked that one off. Oops, what are you doing to yourself, mate? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oops. We find it easier if we get the line right. Mm-hmm. That goes there. Let's glue it down. Do the other one. Suggest. Well, I gotta say, I'm getting a bit of a warm fuzzy glow towards them. I'm going to indeed have 3 that I wish to purchase. All of them. One is the 35. 2 are Tamiya. One is Ryefield. I don't know if you ever checked out Ryefield models. They got some sexy. That's not so. But, anyway, the Ryefield kits are great. Apache, yeah, I've never done a copter. They would be different again. This is the thing I'm kind of getting a bit of enjoyment out of the different kits I'm doing at one time. Sorry, I'm just getting myself a bit tied up here. My glue's leaking. I'm going to wipe before I put the lid on whilst holding a piece. Yeah, because of course I'm doing a spit, blank, and indeed a Halifax for that matter. Support crew, the and then of course there's the Staghound. I'm getting a bit of a feel for all the, there is a subtly different approach to all of them, you know. But I wouldn't mind even just doing some straight out figures. As to what I would do, I don't know. However, yeah, a copter would be interesting. Anyway, I was telling you about the Ryefield models, wasn't I? Rifle do this kit that I am hellfire keen to do. It cost me about 140 bucks Australian to purchase, but that's fine. And it's a Tiger 1 with the markings of Michael Whitman. I was wondering, is that Fitman or Whitman? You'd think for, but never mind. And it's got a clear hull with a fully detailed interior. That to me is sexy as all hell, isn't it? got to say, this little mechanism is not winning me over as my making me a happy camper. It's making me kind of giving the irrits a little. Anyway. Come here. It's giving me the irrits. Anyway. But yeah. Now I've dropped the lid of the glue. Not improved my take on it, people. Timing as well. And, for fuck's sake, dropping the tweezers is not helpful. I ask you people. Fuck off. Really? The stupid little mechanism they've got set up here. I don't know why they've done it this way. I really don't. It's utterly clumsy. Not even convinced that's on properly. Not. Why would you do it this way, guys? Look at that nonsense. And breathe, Rob. Breathe. Alright. Maybe this Wyman mate gave it to me. It's going to be frustrating at certain points. Anyway, yeah, Rifle got this very nice one, which I'm a big fan of. The Tiger one, clear hull, fully detailed interior. Does it get better than that? I would suggest not. Now I need to find that bloody lid. I tell you, kids. The other two I want to get, both Tamiya. One's a Grant. The other's I think it's a Panzer IV. Either way, they that's better. Either way, they have to touch up some of this paint after the fact. Mind. And both kits feature them in the signature of units that are Ford and Alamein. So I'd have, and that does therefore lead me to some car action. Maybe I wouldn't mind getting Monty's half track and indeed Rommel's half track. So now put the wheels ready, but I'm not going to put them on just yet because okay. Got a few things to consider here before we move on. Now what I need to do, give me a moment. There's something you might be able to do right now. Give me a brief moment, chaps. I'm going to look up where a Staghound's engine is positioned. Car engine position. Let's see what we get for our troubles, kids. Do we get? Aha. Ah. Well, looks like I am possibly correct in that. Give me a moment. Here's what I might want. Give me my chaps again. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. So, what we have here is indeed the engine does go at the back. So, what that means is that my little notion of in the ocean, is, now where did I put that little, popped it over to here, I think. There's a few T34 parts that maybe we'll incorporate into this. Okay, the gearbox fits in nicely there, but I believe there's stuff all the way into there as far as the engine goes. And of course there'd be a wall. I have a cunning plan. Alright. Now, there's a wall that goes in there. It's all that is engine space, which is about right based on what I've seen on the T34 and other armoured vehicles. So, give me a moment, chaps. I'm about to see what we can find. I'm going to cannibalise bits of a T34, which is not what this is, but I know. What you gonna do? Then we'll see about. God, definitely needed to sound up. I did not appreciate that. Oh, dear, oh dear. Dredge. Where did I put T34 parts? Ding, 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 ding. Ah, found them. Right next to me. Who would have thought, eh? Yeah. Not going to be exactly accurate. This much I know. I'm entirely comfortable with that idea. Well, I've gone quite well without a break of any sort. Now, if, hypothetically, drop that into maybe utilize to trim them, but that's okay. Another bit to consider. Oh, this could all work out really sweetly, kids, with a bit of luck. At first, can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, I think you can. So what I'm going to do, final analysis, is going to probably cannibalize a whole stack of stuff off of the T34. Create an interior for my Staghound. Why not? That about. Here we go. This is where a ruler will come into its own. Okay, what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna put some effort into doing interior for this so that when the doors are open and people look in, they go, "Oh, nice one, big boy." Just got to make sure I get my ends right, so to speak. Pretty sure that's the front. We can confirm this, and then we'll start looking at bits I can cannibalize. Yep. Okay. So that's our back. That's what we've got to look at. Now, I would suggest, what's more, that even it's all armor through there to protect the engine. Now, here's our plan, kids. Oh, I've got a new take on this. I have. I'm most excited. Where's that back there? Yeah, yeah. And where's my? Here's a ruler. Will do the job. As you can see what I'm working on. Bottom of this. .2. Oh, okay. Now, that being so, what that means that's it. Well, you measured once, isn't it? Oh, 2. Okay, yeah, there's a bit wider, yeah. We need to cut that down. 2. 2. All right, so we need to shave 0.2, 0.2 off of this. That then become the back of this area here. Will go into there. What that will be is the back of our cabin and back of the engine area. Whereupon just a little bit. That's fine. Whereupon we'll put some other bits in there to create the engine. Suitable look for that. Now, things I need to consider. Where is wait, we have a bit of a guide here. Right. I'm thinking. Now, how high is this point? Perhaps I can work rubbing. Now, anyway, what I'm looking at is there's some bars here, and I reckon if I go just on the inside, if it needs to be on those, I can always resaw. All right, let's see how we go. What I'm thinking, like I said, what I'm thinking. If that fits, now that does lead us. What can I put on? We'll worry about that later. But This could make our Staghound so much cooler. Probably find it by trim. There we go. Clean as a whistle. Right. Critically. Tweezers. I got it right. First I'll put the saw away. Get a little wary around having sharp things on. Now, where are my tweezers? Where are my tweezers? This is my rifle, this is my gun. Because yeah, it's fine. Not quite sure how I'm going to deal with that little thing. Don't worry about that later. You can even see where I need to saw to get this. Not much. Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to saw and get that right. And what is the current time? 11. Now, Sunday morning here in Australia. So, being a Sunday, I'm kind of inclined to take it a wee bit easy. Once I got this done, I think I've actually made some, well, new discovery and new plan. What have I done? Done that. Right. Then I've just got to find. There's a number of ways I can go about that. You know, isn't it? It will, however. It will ultimately go there. Now, what I need to work out, I think it's deal with those bits that it doesn't go out to. Well, that's pretty good up there, up to the top. Just that little these bars. Go about that. That will actually make that look really good. Might snaffle some seats out of the T34 as well. Wow, that would look really cool. Make it look so much better. You can see how, once I fix that little bit at the back, well, for the time being we can have shit like, not a final conclusion, but we'll get this out of the way again. Then we will and at some point, once I've resolved that, worked out what else I want to put through here, I'll put that into there. Got other bits to put through there. Would be, again, mechanical engine bits. There. Okay, so we can make the interior quite easily. That would be cool. All right. Now, I'm actually going to do the boogaloo now, gentlemen, and any ladies who may be watching. However, I'm actually very pleased with the progress and discoveries we've made on the Staghound. In actuality, our progress has been negligible on assembly. We've got a whole new angle to roll with, and I'm going to roll with that angle. Yeah, fantastic. Alrighty, give me a moment, chaps. All right, guys. Well, that was actually, I'm really glad I thought of that. I reckon that's a bit of a winner for the Staghound, because if I get all that going, it's going to, like, well, I'll just improve it. Yeah, thanks, man. Glad you enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm pretty pleased with some of the ideas I came up with. It's going to look cool. And I've now got a new, what's the word I'm looking for? Energy towards this kit to do this. Oh, let's see what we can. Oh, it's a bit exciting. Anyway, guys, I will be on tomorrow morning. Well, morning my time. I know for those in the UK it's evening. Afternoon, evening for those in the US. But hey, yeah, I shall. Don't you worry, Alien, and you too, buddy. That diorama looks really nice. Yeah, good work. Anyway, I'm off now. I'm going to hit with my usual spiel of yeah, yeah. I thought it'd be pretty late for you, mate. Which is why I'm actually very grateful for your watching, because it's late. I suppose on a Saturday it's not so bad. Anyway, for any first-time viewers, again, the magic button: follow, like, subscribe. And depending on what platform you're watching me on, I can be found on others. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook, Twitter, Discord, and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. Again, the magic button: follow, like, subscribe. What can I tell you? That's the one. Push the button. Push the button. Yeah. Now that I've got that rant out of my system. I shall see you good people later. And indeed, tomorrow. All right. Thanks, guys. You'll see me tomorrow morning, or whichever the time is in your part of the world. and for tomorrow, and for all the fun and games that modelling brings. And tomorrow we will be on to, I believe it's Spitfire and Halifax time. Boom. Catch you then.